Hello there, today I'm going to be doing a Kingsman 2 review, so if you don't want any spoilers, please don't watch this video. If you do want spoilers and you want a review, then please go and watching. Kingsman has always been one of my favourite films alongside Scott Pilgrim. Both my favourite films just because they're very not conventional as action films and they have a very cool comic book style, kind of like Kick-Ass as well. So those kind of films really kind of make me excited to go see a movie and just like, oh my goodness, I'm gonna go see it. So I did go and see Kingsman 2 last night and I was really happy with the film. We are thrown into the film. There is no short talk or small talk, straight into action, and we were introduced to Charlie, which if you remember was from the film beforehand. He was one of the rejects that didn't make it into Kingsman and he was kind of an asshole, really kind of posh, and he was always rude to Eggsy and so forth. So we're introduced to him and he's missing his arm and he has a robotic arm, and there's a big fight scene around the Kingsman area where it's located in London, and it's a beautiful scene to get you into the film. As we progress into the film, we're then introduced to a supervillain which is known as Poppy. Now in the last film, which was back, was it a year ago or 2 years ago it was made? I don't really remember the other release date. But we had Samuel L. Jackson being the villain, and his invention was chips in the head that make you kind of crazy and so forth and all of that. And basically a purging of the population. Now with this film, we have Poppy being the supervillain and basically becoming or being a huge drug cartel missus that deals all the drugs, but with the drugs she has kind of added her own little spice, which actually causes people to get blue veins over their faces and go through 3 stages, that then like manic dancing, and then what is it, basically like they go like stone and then they basically die. They're addressed with this situation, and so it's a saving the world, but this time we're introduced to Statesman because Kingsman is blown up completely, and so is the centre. So we lose Roxy as a character in this film, which we are shown briefly. We lose JB the little doggy, which made me sad, but we do gain Colin Firth back as a character, so he becomes one of the agents again. I won't say how he becomes the agent again, but he's back on the team. We've got Merlin, we've got both of the guys, oh god, I've forgotten their names, Eggsy and Colin Firth's character. We are then introduced to, as I said, the Statesman, which is the American cousins of Kingsman. The Statesmen, which are all kind of from Texas, and they have this whiskey distillery area thing, and they just sell loads of whiskey and have their own gadgets as well, which we're introduced to Channing Tatum and some other characters. Halle Berry. I'm trying to think of all the actors involved in this film because there is quite a lot, as you can see in this picture. So that's quite a lot of the cast members. There is also Elton John, which plays a fantastic role. One of the weakest characters